And Dr. Ojwang, how has the awarding of incompetence at the expense of political expediency led to this particular problem?
Well, it's a question or a statement. It's a question. Of course, remember, one of the biggest gain of Gen Z demonstration was to be promised that is for the whole cabinet to be fired, isn't it? Mm-hmm. And I thought that was an empowering time when the whole cabinet was sent home because there was listening to things like she was saying the fundraising, mm-hmm. the flaunting of funds, mm-hmm. Maybe even arrogance, sheer arrogance. The understanding that public service is to serve people according to the Constitution. And so that happened. To what extent, and that is where the birth of a broad-based attempt, it has not solved everything, but it has dented some of the problem. Bringing everyone on board happened as a result of that. But Ayub, Article 25 talk of social economic rights, because that looks to like the main issue. Economic rights, and Article 25 talk of progressive realization to the best of their ability. And that can be debatable because this is a third world country. As we debate, let us first accept the basic. I've also lived in the US for 14 years. We live in a third world country. And you show me which third world country have free healthcare for everyone, that is perfect. That has education in the university, that is perfect. Third world country. Because sometimes we talk in a utopian way. And that's why the Constitution itself say progressive realization. But what you hear, and I've taught human rights for about 15, 16 years. I want this, become I have a right to this. Really what this person is saying, I really need a job, has become I have a right to a job. Every right have a collateral duty of who owes you that right. So I have a job, I need a job, become I'm in the street because I need a job. So does the government become, under a third world country, overridden by debt, that one we know, and all these other issues, including corruption.
Developing country, not third world. Developing country, not third world.
Insulting us. Developing. Dr. Ojwang, I feel insulted.
Your language is...
I feel insulted when you sit here and tell me I'm a third world...
Developing country.
Okay, developing country. We are not a first world country.
Thank you.
Let us not be hanged on the
there is no first world country.
No.
It's only either developed, industrialized,
right. or developing. So here we are. Let us face our reality. And let us not be phony and fake. We are in a poor country. That is why...
I disagree.
No,
I fundamentally disagree with what
Can I execute my point?
We have become...
No.
The point
I have a point I have not executed.
But we have become poor. We were not poor.
I have to execute it. Maybe your region was not poor.
No, I am talking about Kenya.
I have experienced poverty firsthand, and I'm talking about my poverty.
Well, maybe say you are poor. Don't say the country is poor.
Yes.
I'm part of this country, therefore I'm poor in that country. Therefore the country is poor.
I think you are racist.
Let me finish my point. Let me finish, Prof.
Go ahead.
So, having experienced poverty firsthand for some of the regions, and the issue of disparities are clear, factored, and it's a clear documented that there are other places, if you do infrastructural audit, have all the tarmac, have all the electricity, have all the running water, and you go to some region, just take
all the criminals.
Just take all the simple things
they also have all the criminals.
Just take a simple thing like infant mortality. It shows you where there is poverty and where Kenyans have invested.
Disparity is the right word, not poverty.
Yeah. So,
disparity.
With that...
Let me ask you this then.
Yes.
Without necessarily regionalizing the country.
No, not regionalizing.
Okay,
those are...
This is my question. Okay. Can Kenya attain a status where healthcare is free for all its citizens? Do we have the capacity?
Yes.
Yes.
To the extent, and that is a very good question, because we are dealing with economic rights.
Because
it's in the Constitution.
America can certainly not be our measure.
It can't be.
Certainly.
Surely
Can we
it
then,
cannot
I mean, you have taught in Kenya.
But even America doesn't have free health care.
Yeah, I mean,
Even America doesn't.
Americans go to India too.
America has one of the worst health systems,
Yes.
developed one.
And
the most expensive one, too.
And it isn't a social welfare state either.
Cuba has the best.
Yes.
Right.
So the point is then,
The sobering reality, I got your question.
Yeah.
I got your question, and this is the point I'm trying to make, that we need to come to the reality of what Kenya is, and not talk about this Kenya and the economic rights as if we are in a developed country, because our reality is that we have the debt, we are producing very little, we have so little, and the reality that the young people sometimes hear is this. I take the Constitution, I read there that there is something called right to this, and therefore I demand it. Yet I was telling you Article 25 clearly articulate that progressive realization.
But,
and because the shoe is on the other side.
Let me